everyone, welcome back to a math video. I'm your math teacher Jeevita. So in the previous class you learned about multiples and the divisibility tests. Today we are going to go with the textbook exercise 7.1. This is not the classwork part, this is only for explanation that I am showing you in the book. Classwork will be sent in OLO, so please do not copy it in the classwork. So first exercise, first me, find all the factors of the following numbers by multiplication method. First of all, what are factors? Factors are the tables in which the given numbers appear. Example, which are the tables? You can see 12. You can see in 1 table, 2 tables, 4 tables, 3 tables, 6 tables and 12 tables. So all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are called factors of 12. Okay. So I will show you how to find these factors in different methods today. First one is multiplication method. So I am going to take the first one itself, that is 12. So come from the number 1. So check whether do you get 12 in 1 ones are 12? Yes. You know 1 multiplied with any number gives you the same number. So 1 into 12 is equals to 12. Now come for the second number, that is 2. Do you get 12 in 2 tables? Yes. 2, 6, 12. Similarly come for 3. Do you get 12 in 3 tables? Yes. 3, 4, 12. So my next number is 4, but you can see that is repeated here. In this case, I have to stop. When I want to write my next number and the same number is here, you are going to stop. So you got the factors now. So start writing from this number till here and take a turn and go to the up. Like this. You start writing from 1, 2, 3 and then again write from 4, 6, 12. So these are the factors of 12. You write as factors of 12 are from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and the last number 12. So same thing, let me try for other number. So let me take a bigger number this time. So I am going to take 96. So I will write second question 96. So which are the tables you get 96? Let's start from 1 ones are. Yes, 1 into 96 is 96. Next, in 2 tables, yes, it goes. You know, you have 6 here, so 96 can be divided by 2. So 96 divided by 2, 9, 4 8. So how did I get this number? I divided 96 with 2. You can use the division 96 by 2 and find the answer and write it here. Next, in 3 tables. Yes, it absolutely goes in 3 tables. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. Next, let's go for 4 tables. So what is the divisibility test for 4? You should check whether 96 is divisible 4 because it's having only 2 digits. We have to do normal division here. 96 by 4. 4 2s are 8, 1 6. 4 4s are 16. So S, it is divisible by 4. So 4 24s are 96. Now let's go to 5. Because you don't have 5 in the units place, you cannot divide the number by 5. And 6 Let's check for 6. It goes in 2 tables, it goes in 3 tables. So it should go in 6 tables also. So you should divide like this and check the answer. But I am going to write it directly. So it is 16 is 96. Next is 7 tables. So after 6, I should check in 7 tables. In 7 tables also 96 doesn't come. So next is 8 ones are. In 8 ones are it goes. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. This 8 12s are 96. Then let us check for 9 tables. 9 tables, it is not divisible. Then let's go for 10. It is not divisible. 11, it is not divisible. 12, it's already there here. So I should stop my factorization. How did I tell it is not divisible by 9, 10 and 11? By using the divisibility test that you learned in the previous video. Factors of 96 are, so we start from here and then write from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, 48 and the last one 96. So you can see for every factors 1 is common. So every factor for every number 1 is the first factor. And can you see the last factor? There is a number itself. So for every number the biggest factor is the number itself. This is how we find factors for the following by multiplication method. Now next we will go for the second means. Find the prime factors of the number by factor 3 method. So you can see in this you have a number given here 27 and you can see empty spaces written like this. So how to find factors in this method? We found factors by multiplication method. This method is called factor tree method. How to do that? So first we are going to see with which number can I divide 27. I can divide with 1 but 1 will give me the same answer again. So I am not going to do that. Next let me check for 2. It is not divisible by 2 because 7 is not an even number. Next we will divide by 3. Yes, it can be divided by 3 ones are. So I write that here. So 3 into what gives you 27? 3 9s are 27. So 3 into 9 is 27. So same thing. Now I cannot divide 3 again because it is a prime number. But I can divide 9. So 9 which tables can I divide? I can divide it again with 3 ones are. 3 3s are 9. So numbers which get multiplied I am going to write it down like this. Okay. And the answer will be on the top. So now you can see 3 3 3. These all are prime numbers which cannot be divided further. So these are called the prime factors. It is not just a factor, it is prime factor. You write PF, prime factor of which number? 27 is, right from the last, 3 3 3. You write it as 3 3 and 3. So let's go for the next one. I am going to take the fifth one, 40. So with which number shall I divide it? I can divide it by 2. Yes, I should always start with the small number because I can divide it by 5, by 4, by 10. I can divide with so many numbers, but I should always start with the smallest number which I can divide. So that is 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 zeros are 0. The answer is 2 20s are 40. Can I divide 20 again? Yes. I can again divide 20 with 2. 2 10s are 20. Again I can divide 10. With 2 only I can divide. 2 5s are 5. I cannot divide more, no? So I stop here. So what are the prime factors? You have to just follow this arrow mark. You are not going to write the other numbers. You are going to write only these numbers in the corner. So prime factor of 40 is 5, 2, 2 and 2. This is how you should write the prime factorization. This is called factor tree method of finding prime factors. Now let's go for the next exercise. Not next means, that is third means, find the common factors. Common means which is present in both the numbers. So let me take first question, 6 and 18. So first I should write the factors for both, no? I can use any one method which you learned in the previous 2 means. So 6 ones are, I can use factor tree method to find the factors, or I can use the multiplication method. But here I want only multiplication method, because if I use factor tree method, I get only prime numbers. That is not required for us. So I can use the multiplication method. 1 6 are 6, 2 3 are 6, and then next I should go for 3 ones are, but I have 3 here. So what are the factors? 1, 2, 3 and 6. Write it down. 1, 2, 3 and 6. So let us write these are the factors of 6. Similarly, let us write factors of 18 also. So 18 can come in. You can work out like this. Like 18 comes in 18 ones are 18. Then 2 9s are 18. 3 ones are 3 6 are 18. 4 ones are no, you don't get. 5 ones are no. 6 ones are is already here. So I will stop. So factors are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. So you can see 1, 1 you have in both the numbers, 2 also in both the numbers, 3 also in both the numbers, 6 also in both the numbers. So the numbers which I circled are present in 6 ones are also, 18 ones are also. So I should write common factor of 6 and 18 are, what are they? 1, 2, 3 and 6. These are the commonly found numbers in both the factors. Let me try one more sum where I am going to take the C1 because it has 3 numbers, 8, 14 and 24. So factors of 8. You can do this method and write. I am going to write directly. 1 ones are, 2 ones are, 4 ones are, that's it. And 8 last one. Next, factors of 14 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Next, factors of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 and 24. Now let us circle the common numbers in all the three. You have 1, 1, 1 common, 2, 2, 2 common. You have 4 common here, but it is not there in the middle one, so I can't take 4 as common factor. If it is common, then it should be present in all the three. So now, common factor, answer, common factors of 8, 14 and 24 are 1 and 2. So this is how you find the common factors. Now let's go for the next exercise. Next exercise is next mean is fourth mean. Check the divisibility by 2. So first one, 98. You have 8 in the units place. So it is understood that 98 is divisible by 2. You are not going to do division and write. You have to use the divisibility tests which you learned in the previous video. 98 is divisible by 2 because 8 is an even number. So if it should be divisible by 2, then you should have even number in the ones place. So 8 is an even number, then it is divisible by 2. So we'll go for the next one, 501. In units place, do you have an even number? No, this is the odd number. So this number is not divisible by 2 because 1 is odd number. So same like that we can check for one more, 580 is divisible because 0 is an even number. Because 0 is even number. Let's go for the next fifth mean. Check the divisibility by 3. So to check by 3, what you should do? Add all the numbers. Example, 342. Add all the numbers. 3 plus 4 plus 2. What is the answer you get? 9. Do you get 9 in 3 tables? Yes. So 9 is divisible by 3, right? Divisible by 3. Therefore 342 is also divisible by 3. Let's check one more. 486. 4 plus 8 plus 6 is equals to 18. Do you have 18 in 3 ones are? Yes. 3 6 are 18. So 18 is divisible by 3. You can divide 18 with 3. So only the number 486 is also divisible by 3. So now let's go for next question. I'm going to take a different one like 1979, 4-digit number. So you're adding all 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 9. You get 26. So do you have 26 in 3 ones? No, 26 is not divisible by 3. Therefore 1979 is also not divisible by 3. Let's go for the next meaning. Divisibility of 5. That's very easy. You should have 0 or 5 in the units place. This is divisible or not? Yes, it is divisible. Why? Because you have 5 in the units place. Because 5 is in unit place. Same thing, let me take a different question. 34. Do you have 0 or 5 in the first place, units place? No. So 34 is not divisible. So let's see the next question. 526. Can I divide this with 5 ones? No. This is also not divisible. Why? Because in units place you don't have 5. Because unit place is not 5 or 0. You should have 5 or 0. Only then it is divisible by 5. Now let's go for the next mean, 7th mean, where you have to find prime numbers between. So you all know what is prime numbers. Numbers which can be divisible by 1 ones and itself. Like 7. You can see 7 in only 1 ones and 7 ones, right? So 7 is a prime number. And then 13. You can see 13 only in 1 ones and 13 ones. So it is also a prime number. Same like that, you find the number in 1 ones and the same table is called prime numbers. So let us name the prime numbers from 1 to 10. So what are the prime numbers? Do not write 1, okay? That is not a prime number. It is not composite also. So our answer is 2, 3, 5, 7. That's it. From 1 to 10 you have only these many prime numbers. So let's take a second example. 30 to 50. So 31 is a prime number because you don't get 31 in any tables. 32 you get, 33 you get, 34 also you get, 35 you get, 36 also you get, 37 you don't get anywhere. Then 38 also you get, 39 also you get, 40 you get, 41 you don't get in any table, 42 you get, 43 is a prime number, 44, 45, 46, 47 is a prime number, 48, 49, 50. These all are not prime. So these are the prime numbers between 30 to 50. So let me take one more extra example from 15 to 25. So 16 you have in table, 17 is a prime number, 18, 19 is a prime number, 21, 22, 23 is a prime number, 29 is a prime number, and sorry, I did not go to 29 because I just stopped in between 25 only. So 17, 19, 23 are the prime numbers between 15 to 25. Let's go for next mean, where you have to find prime factorization of the following numbers. Children, this is a little new, but this is also one more method of finding factors. This is just like division, but we do not use the division symbol here. We use something like this called factors symbol. We have to write the number inside, and number with which I divide, I should only decide. 1 ones are I can't take because I get the same answer. I can divide it with 2 ones are. Answer should be written down here. 2 6 are 12. Again I should divide the 6. Again 2 3s are 6. So can I divide 3 with any other number? No, only with 3. So these are called prime factors. You saw finding them using multiplication, the factor tree method. This also is for finding factors but in different method, factorization method. Let me to show you one more sum. B1, 28. 28. 2 14s are 28. 2 7s are 14. 7 1s are 7. So prime factors of 28 are 2, 2 and 7. So then I am going to show you two sums as there is very less time for us to complete this exercise. Next we are going to 10th main, where you should find HCF. What do you mean by HCF? HCF means highest common factor. See, in this two numbers if I take 2, 2, 2, this 2, 2 are common, no? In this, which is the biggest common factor? It's 2 into 2, 4. So that way we are going to do it in HCF. Same like this we are going to find the factors. Let's start with an example. 8 and 12. So first factorize it. 8, 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. So prime factors of 8 are 2, 2 and 2. Right? Let's find prime factors of 12. So you can see we have already found out in the previous exercise here 12. So I am going to write it down. 2, 2, 3. Now circle common in both. This 2 and this 2 is common. So 1, 2 is common. Second 2 is also common. So common factors are 2 into 2. When you multiply this and write, that is called HCF. 2 2s are 4. So HCF of 8 and 12 are 4. Same thing, we'll give you example with the next one. B1. I'm taking 18 and 24. So let's start. What are the prime factors of 18? So I should do prime factorization. 18, 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So prime factors of 18 are 2, 3, 3. 2 into 3 into 3. Same way I am going to find factors for 24. 2 12s are 24. 2 6 are 12. 2 3s are 6. 3 1s are 3. So write the factors of 24 also. Factors of 24 are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Now circle the common in them. This 2 is common and the 3 here is also common. So common factors is 2 and 3. So what is the HCF? Multiply these two numbers is 6. So 6 is the highest common factor. Okay, now let's move on to the last mean. 10th mean. Finding LCM. So now you know HCF means biggest common factor. LCM is very small common factor. And that also we are going to do it with the same method, division. Common division method means factorization. What you did? 6. You will find the factors of 6. And then you will find the factors of 10. Instead of finding them separately, we can find them together like this. Both can go in 2 tables, no? So take 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 5s are 10. Now I cannot divide both with same number. So what to do? No problem. First take the first number, divide it with 3 because it can be divided by 3. So 3 1s are 3. I got 1, so this I will stop. This what to do? I write as it is down. Now one more step, I am going to divide my second number, that is with 5. I have already got 1, I can't do anything, so I should write 1 only. This I am going to divide. 5 1s are 5. Done. I got both 1 1, so I should stop. So now what is the LCM? LCM is nothing but you are multiplying all the numbers which you got. 2 into 3 into 5. If you multiply all this number, you get the LCM. M is multiple. So the answer will be 30. 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 30. Let me show you one more example where you have 3 numbers 15, 20 and 25. So all I will divide together. Divide them together. It goes in 5 1s are, 5 3s are, 5 4s are, 5 5s are. Now all I should divide separately because I don't have any common numbers to divide. So I'll take 3 1s are 3. That's it. I'll write the other 2 numbers same as it is. Now I'll divide next number 4. I should use only prime number to divide with children. I can use 4 only, but I should not write 4 because I should use only prime numbers. 4 is not a prime number. Next, I should divide it with 2 again. I got 1. So last one we should divide is 5. So 5 1s are 5. So I got all 1 1 1. Now I can find LCM. Multiply all these numbers. 5 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 5. So what will be my answer? 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10. So I'll write 10 into 10 into 3. What is this? 10 10s are 100 into 3. So what is 100 into 3? 100 into 3 is 300. So children, we will discuss about it more in the interactive class. Okay? And any doubts you can ask me in the interactive classes. So let's meet you in interactive class. Thank you.